What is up, y'all? It's your girl Iman, and I'm here to talk about picking your major and everything that goes with it. For starters, I am a civil engineering major. I go to the New York City College of Technology. I will be graduating the semester at the end of the semester with my associate's degree in civil engineering and will be pursuing my bachelor's starting this fall in construction engineering. I attended and graduated from Bronx International High School. I was lucky enough to have a career and finance teacher who would always ask us, not only me, but other students too. She would always go around and ask us, what is it that you think you're into? What is it that you want to pursue when you go to college? And I was also lucky enough to take those two classes. They're called CTE classes. I forgot the definition of CTE, but there was in my school, there was a CTE class that was mainly based on construction, architecture, and engineering, and there was another CTE class that was mainly based on graphic design and everything that has to do with that. After taking both classes, I realized that I was more into the the CTE that had to do with construction, engineering, and architecture. Then after that, I had internships at companies like Apple, the MTA, New York Landmark Conservancy, and ACE, which stands for Architecture, Construction, Engineering. And really, after those internships, I realized that I was into engineering, and I decided to pursue that. Now, if you're not sure, or you did not, or the school you go to doesn't have the things that I talked about that really helped me pick my major, what you can do is pick your major based on, things you like to do, things you enjoy doing, if that makes any sense. Is picking your major based on something you like or something you think you might like. But what you don't want to do is pick your major based on somebody else's opinion. And by somebody else, I mean whether it's your friend, best friend, your boyfriend or girlfriend, or your parents even. Do not make the mistake of picking a major because of based on their opinion, or because you want to like go to the same college as your friend or best friend, or because you're doing something because that's what your parents want you to do, or that's that was like their dream when they were in college. So what you want to do is pick some. It has to be a personal decision. You have to be the only person to make that decision, and it is hard. It really is a hard decision because you're not just making a decision for those 4 years that you will be attending college. You're making a decision that will impact your entire life. You are making a decision that will define what your life would look like, if that makes any sense. So you do not want to pick something and spend 4 years of your life studying for a degree, and you end up, getting a job, and you just wake up and first thing in the morning you're like so annoyed and you don't even want to go to work just because you don't like what your job is, or you're simply not enjoying life. You're simply not enjoying you know what you're doing. So I always recommend people to make that decision on their own, and I always avoid giving my own personal opinion to people when it comes to that. So many people ask me, people with who I went to high school with, people who were like in my high school, but then who graduated after me. And while in 12th grade, they would ask me, "Oh, what's your major? And why did you pick that? Do you think I should pick that?" Or questions like that. Or even when someone asks me, "What do you think I should do? What do you think I should major in?" I always stop them right there. I would literally tell you, no, stop right there. It's not about what I think you would be good at. It's about what you think you would be good at. Okay, like I try not to give my own opinion. I try not to, because I just feel like it is going to influence the person's choice, whether it's a genuine opinion, or like I'm genuinely suggesting something to somebody. I don't want that to like impact their choices. I don't want that to have any sort of impact on their final choices. they have to make their own decision by themselves. And hey, it's okay not to know what you want to pursue. It's okay not to know, what you even like. You could just, if you don't know, or if you're at a point where, you're like wondering if I'm good at this or I'm good at that, then go to college as an undecided major. Yes, you can do that. You could go to college as an undecided major, and you could take, what is it called? It's not a major in itself. It's called liberal arts, and it's basically classes that students take, and it's meant to help students decide, um, and choose their majors. So you would end up taking different classes, and it could be, you could end up taking like 5 classes a semester or 4, depending on the college you go to. And it's really just for you to like have an opinion on different classes, and based on that you pick the major, you pick your major. So you could do that. It's perfectly okay, and don't let people's opinions get to you. Don't let people's opinions, impact you in any way. Don't feel bad because you're not sure what you want to do, because hey, it's always good for you to like spend, an entire semester taking liberal classes, trying to figure out what is it that you like and want to pursue in life, than you know picking a major randomly, or just because oh, you don't, you kind of, you're kind of going to feel embarrassed or something like that. Always, it has to come from you. It has to come from um what you like or think you might be good at. So do not ever feel ashamed or feel embarrassed, or y'all hear this noise? Yeah, we live in the Bronx in New York. Anyways, yeah. So I wanted to hop in here real quick and talk about that, because it is an important topic and I feel like it should be discussed, because so many times I've heard or like seen situations where people, or like, like your best friend be like, oh, I think you should do that, or I think you should do that, and I never like that, because I just felt like it always ends up having an impact on the person's choice. And how about we restrain ourselves from giving opinions like that when it comes to important decisions, like picking your majors or some other life decisions. And yeah, that's really just what I wanted to say. So you guys click the notification bell, subscribe, like this video. I'll be making lots of those videos, really just talk about college, because in my previous video I talked about how I would have liked, having someone with that experience who would, walk me through what college really is like and things that comes with it. So yeah, this page is really for that. So yeah, bye.